Morning News.
Welcome back at 7:52. When it comes to marriage, little issues can become big problems quickly.
It can happen, but a new trend has couples tackling those potential problems before they're ever a problem. And here with more is Krista Groshek. She's from Groshek Law. Nice to have you, Krista.
Hi, nice to be here.
First off, explain the concept of what we're talking about here, a marriage contract.
Well, there's lots of marriage contracts. As we discussed, there are prenuptial agreements, there's postnuptial agreements, and then there's also cohabitation agreements for people who don't want to get married. Marriage contracts that are becoming more popular now are these love contracts or lifestyle clauses. And what these are comprised of is lifestyle type issues. So do we have children? How many pets do we have? Are there penalties for cheating if one of us is unfaithful in the relationship? These are the new things that family lawyers are seeing becoming new issues. And there's not a lot of case law on these, and there's not a lot of history for people litigating the minutia of their relationships.
Speaking of the minutia, I was wondering how specific. I mean, you were saying in the break, if you gain, 25 pounds, or if you don't pick up your laundry. I mean, it does seem a bit petty, but people are including these in these contracts?
People are including these kinds of smaller type agreements into the contracts. They also are piggybacking these small things on bigger issues like division of property, division of assets. These smaller relationship type issues allow the couple to be on the same page, which is good. Communication is key, as we all know, in any relationship. And the more we can bring our needs to the table and be understood and be on the same page, the more likely it is that we're going to have a long-lasting relationship and overall happiness.
So a lot of people think about a prenup. This, of course, meaning just that, before the nuptials. This is something that could occur after you're married, and you could decide, you know what, let's put this, because the first year has kind of been a little rough, let's put this in writing and put X, Y, Z down here for all to see, or at least for my spouse to see.
Absolutely. As situations change, as life changes, people can modify their contracts. And that's also true in a relationship. So you can come back to the table after you're married and write a postnuptial agreement, and some of these lifestyle type clauses can become part of that. For example, Justin Timberlake and his wife have a prenuptial agreement where if he is to cheat on her and it's proven, he owes her $500,000. That type of an agreement could have been written after the fact as well.
That's quite an incentive not to cheat. I mean, hopefully the real reason is not, the real important reason not to cheat is there. But, okay, so that's interesting, the Justin Timberlake rule in the contracts. So how valid, so let's say you put in writing some of these issues and you sign the contract, how are are judges likely to follow, right, and are they enforceable?
Well, in typical lawyer fashion, I'm going to say that depends. It depends on how specific the agreement is written. It depends on the subject matter of the agreement. You want to stay away from the petty things. You want to stay away from, you can't wear green on Tuesday or play the piano in the house on holidays. You want to stick to broader principles, and you want to make sure that your agreement is written with specifics. That is, you want to make sure the judge knows that everybody's on the same page and what the penalties are for violating these rules. If the penalties aren't written in, the court's not going to know what to do. Judges don't want to litigate lifestyle type issues if they don't understand what the couple's intent was. Courts don't want to make up your
they don't
lifestyle.
Want to get in the middle of that.
That's right. That's right.
So and the consequences should be really iron, should be black and white, written out.
Absolutely. The courts do not want to get into the minutia of your life or my life. If the couples want to come to an agreement, because we can contract about lots of things in life, but when it comes to this kind of specialized area, you want to make sure your agreement's clear so the court can enforce it.
And we call it a love contract. Let's not forget the love part.
Yeah.
Right.
Of this guy.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Krista.
Thank you.
Krista Groshek, thanks for being with us this morning. For more information on marriage contracts, you can check out the link on myfox9.com.